Your Legacy podcast. I'm your host, Brian.Kelly, and I created this podcast to explore what's important, what's lasting, and to create questions and a dialogue for us to have an earnest discussion. And I really wanted to create a community of leaders, a network with dialogue. So I'm creating a Facebook group, Unleash Your Legacy group on Facebook. So I want you to join and participate as we explore these questions and as we think about the context of our work and our family. People think of it as the work-life balance. But I thought about these things years ago, and I've got something in my office. There was a pastor here locally, Frank Ramseur, and he preached The Filtered Life. And in it, this is a coffee filter, and I wrote down the notes on the sermon. And the staff, I wanted this so much as a reminder for my daily existence that I wanted to create a giant coffee filter in my office behind the door. Well, they one-upped that 100 times by creating this big wooden plaque. And I'll show you a picture of this. But it's the correct answer is your maker, number one. Number two is your family. 3 is work. 4 is ministry. That was the filter in which he was teaching us to look through everything in life. And so we talk about these things in the podcast. We explore the questions, what is lasting? What really means something? Is it building wealth? Is it making more money? Is it how many people come to your funeral? How many likes you get on Facebook and what's your influence? Or is it being obedient and being faithful? And so I love talking about these things because as a workaholic and somebody who works so much, especially in the real estate world, you realtors could relate to this, working 7 days a week. How do you maximize and how do you really feel peace living into this legacy that you're creating and that you're building? Because we all build it. We're all going to leave a legacy, as small or as great as it may be. So thank you for joining Unleash Your Legacy Facebook group, and just your reviews and listening to the podcast and any kind of ways you can follow. And we actually have discussions. Would love to maybe have you on the podcast in the future. Thank you so much for listening, and I really appreciate it. Godspeed.